Hello everyone, this video is on something known as dissociation, which is a form of escapism. And sometimes when we're in stressful environments, we try to escape from them. When we're little kids, we can't really escape by running away because we have nowhere to go to. We can't really fight because we're so little. And so what's left? We can freeze. That's a response. And if we're frozen, we can start to escape into other worlds, into our imagination. And so we can give ourselves a break from whatever's happening in the stressful environment. So I have so much compassion to anyone out there who has experienced stress in their life and had to escape from it. And I guess the good news is that sometimes when you escape, you learn how to exit the body. And when you learn how to exit the body, you might start traversing other levels of consciousness and gain abilities through doing that. That's a side effect, a positive side effect, to know oneself beyond one's body, to rise up into expanded conscious states. But still, that little child that needed to escape that atmosphere they were in, my heart goes out to you. And sometimes when we have to escape, the personality starts to create coping strategies. We might escape into seeing ourselves in different ways. Maybe our ego gets inflated as a way to cope. Maybe we develop narcissism or narcissistic traits as a byproduct of disassociation. So, this is important to know when we're moving around in the kingdom and we interact with people that we perceive to be doing something wrong or hurting us, to always know that those people are wounded little children that were just trying to survive and needed to escape something that the mind couldn't comprehend. Because when we're children and things happen to us, we don't understand why they're happening to us. We blame ourselves. So if somebody does something to us to harm us, we think, oh, it's my fault. I'm bad. And sometimes we might want to people please. We might start to get into ways of surviving an environment and trying to please the people that are harming us and not look after our own needs. And we need to notice that as an adult, if we do have the tendency to people please, if we do have the tendency to put other people's needs above our own, to get exhausted, to think about everybody else, to maybe attract relationships or situations where we are taken advantage of because it feels familiar to us. And these seeds of past trauma are now coming to sprout and we're able to see them. And in seeing them, we can have compassion for them. We can learn how to move beyond them so that we don't have to be reacting in the present moment in a way that served us as a child but no longer serves us now. And so I really pray that our awareness grows, that we understand why we needed to do what we did outside of our awareness. These are subconscious energy fields that create these ways of being. May we understand now that we can move beyond them into a new way of being. that more accurately represents where we want to go and who we are now. It's a form of adulting, it's a form of making peace with the past, letting go of the past, healing from the past. And when we heal from the past and we notice how we coped and how the personality coped and what was going on in the subconscious, we can rise up as a human species. We can rise up in compassion. We can rise up in non judgment. We can rise up in a greater understanding of why people are the way they are. And it will be more peaceful, because when you understand why people do the things they do, you can really open up your heart space and have compassion. And that's the world that we're moving into now, a more compassionate, non judgmental, understanding world. And there are a lot of breakthroughs in psychotherapy, in psychology, in science that understands the link between what happens to us as a child and how we develop as an adult, that is doing research into how to help people heal. So, this is a really good time to be alive. We're understanding how the brain operates at a deep level. And so that's good news. And we can always have a break. We can always come out into nature if we have the ability to, just to be with something natural that doesn't judge us, that doesn't have expectations from us, that vibrates peace and harmony and unity and balance. And even though we're not having a conversation verbally in nature, we're still absorbing information when we're in nature. And so I really hope we can have the ability to go and sit next to a tree or a river, or even carry a stone or something that can ground us in our essential nature, beyond our mind, beyond our past. And there's something known as forest bathing, and the benefits of that are being documented by science. Lying on the earth is so healing. Being with our pets, if we have pets, they're little angels that come into our life to help us heal. And so if you're a little child, adult child who has had things happen to them that they're trying to recover from, being with an animal, rescuing an animal, rescues yourself. Often the animals have also been abandoned, have also had past trauma. And so if you match up your story to the story of an animal, there's this mutual understanding. And animals are so cute. They're so supportive. They're our biggest cheerleaders. They don't care how we look. They don't care how much money we have in the bank. They don't care about anything. They just want to be in our presence. And they invite us to be present. And so I do believe that as part of healing, the animal kingdom can help, the natural kingdom can help, especially with all of the technology and devices. Coming back to animals, coming back to nature is so healing. And so let me see if I can channel anything else on escapism or dissociation. Oh, but before I do that, obviously we escape through drugs, we escape through addictions, we escape through getting lost in relationships, we escape through overworking, we escape through, living in the future. But let's see if there's anything else that comes up. Ah, To all of the disassociated adult kids or kids out there, to all of the people that wish to escape, feel pain in their body, feel that they have to escape, that it's too much, know that you are going to be taken care of and you are never abandoned. There is a higher intelligence that never abandons you. So even if a human abandons you, or you can't rely on them, or they've hurt you, know that Mother Nature never abandons her children. She's always wanting them to succeed. She's always wanting to communicate with them. She's always there for them. She will take what you perceive as a human you can't handle. So give it up to her. Maybe you can do it with a little ritual, with a candle and a picture of what you perceive nature to be. Maybe it's a mountain, maybe it's a flower, maybe it's something else. Just giving up any suffering to something which is larger than an individual will help as a daily practice. Maybe you journal the past things that happened and then you burn it in the fire, or you give it to the feet of the rock, to the feet of the tree. Give it out. Sometimes that process can be very relieving, so you don't feel like you're on your own. You're never on your own. There are things always out there that are looking after you, that are shining on you, even if you don't know it and you don't realize it. And if you really ask for help, it will be received, and you just have to know when it is coming into your life. Notice it. Maybe it's through individuals that are unexpected that come into your life. Maybe it's through a relief in the nervous system. Maybe it's through a creative idea. Maybe it's through an animal that comes into your life. There's endless possibilities for us to receive relief, to have an easier time of it. Just be patient and know that you are loved, and don't give up. Jai Guru Dev.